Hey everyone, welcome to DevRunner. My name is Paul. I'm an endurance runner and an RCA certified running coach, and this is episode number 10 of my half marathon PR 2022. In this series, I'm documenting all of my training as I work toward a 1 hour, 19 minute, and 37 second or faster half marathon attempt, which will take place on November 12th of 2022 at the Mayberry Half Marathon in Mount Airy, North Carolina. In this particular episode, I'll be talking about all the details of my training from September 26th through October 2nd of 2022. It was a very exciting week. I got the mileage back up to 70 miles. Had a very strong day at the track, and I'll be sharing all those details with you. And then I finished the week with a very snappy 20-mile long run. So things are looking up as the weather starts to cool. Now I also have a whole lot of great tips and tricks for you to become a healthier, happier, faster, and stronger runner yourself. So I hope you stick around. Here we go. Hey everyone, it's Monday, September 26th, 2022. Just finished a 7-mile recovery run after a weekend of challenges. Saturday was 10 miles with a 10K time trial, and then followed immediately the next day, yesterday, Sunday, with 18 miles. And yeah, my legs today feel appropriately tired. Took me 1 hour and 7 minutes and change to get this run done. Not pushing at all, not looking at my pace, not caring. It doesn't matter. Just trying to get the blood flow to those muscles so that I can recover faster and be ready for the next big workout. Hey everyone, it's 7:41 a.m. on Wednesday, September 28th of 2022. I am here at the track. I'm going to get in a quick session before I head to work for the day. Hopefully we will get some good times. My legs are feeling a little tired. My hamstring continues to let me know it is a factor. However, according to my watch, it is 47 degrees Fahrenheit out here. Ideal racing conditions. Hopefully ideal for a track session. Stick with me. We're about to find out. All right, folks. So I'm here at the track. It's, as I said, 47 degrees at the moment. I'm feeling the chill even with a jacket on. I gotta say, I love it. So I'm in a rush, so talking fast. Today's workout, if all goes according to plan, will be 2 200s, 2 400s, 2 800s, then a 16. Then I'm going to ladder back down with 2 more 8s, 2 more 4s. We'll cut it. That's 4.5 miles of total on time. Before I even get there, though, I'm going to do my little dynamic stretch, and then 3 miles of warm-up and 2.75 miles of warm down, and then taking off home. Hey everyone, it is Thursday, September 29th, 2022. I just finished 7 miles of recovery running on the roads here in Mooresville, North Carolina. As the winds continue to get stronger and stronger, hopefully it's not making this unlistenable. But within a few hours we are supposed to get hit with the first waves of the remains of Hurricane Ian. We are far inland. We are not going to get hit. Don't worry yourselves with the fact that, you know, we're about to get taken out by a hurricane. We are going to get, you know, the vestiges of what's left. Just a lot of rain and a lot of wind, but nothing that should cause any kind of serious damage around here. It will simply, hopefully, at worst, inconvenience me in my running and force me onto the treadmill for Saturday and Sunday. But the most important thing in the room is my sweet boy. What's happening? Hello. What are you doing? Are you ready to eat your food? You're a good boy. I did manage a decent run on the treadmill today, 12 miles. Took me 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 49 seconds. And I ran it as a progression run in speed. I started out at a very slow 6 miles an hour. Then every eighth of a mile it bumped up by a tenth of a mile per hour. But then by the time I hit mile 2, I only increased the speed by a tenth of a mile per hour every mile. So I ended up running the last mile at 8.5 miles an hour. And that was good enough. I was never dying. I was never out of breath. I was never pushed that hard. But on tired legs, I was feeling it for the last couple of miles there, just a little bit. And hopefully that's enough to kind of set a basis for the next 4 weeks of pushing harder and harder and having my Fridays become my tempo day, where I spend time actually a little bit faster than race pace for different distances. It is Saturday, October 1st, 2022. I can't believe it's October. As you can see by the sky above, Hurricane Ian has already, hopefully, done its worst here in North Carolina. And things are calming down now. Lots of gray storm clouds overhead, but things are pretty calm. And it's 63 degrees, nice low humidity. And I just finished a 7-mile recovery run after yesterday's progression, middle long run, and in preparation for tomorrow's 20-mile long run. You know, I just want to pass along a little story from today's run. I was about 3.5 miles into today's run, just kind of dragging along, acting like I was old and decrepit. And I suddenly realized, you know what? No, I'm not. Maybe I've been watching a little bit too much YouTube, specifically on, you know, running as you age, and doing a lot to sort of put myself in a mental state where I was thinking, okay, well, I'm old now. Don't expect as much out of yourself. And something happened today during the run right there, right before I hit 4 miles, where I realized, you know what? I'm capable of more. I'm not going to go out and burn it. I'm not gonna like be stupid and immature and pick up the pace for the sake of it just to prove something to myself here on this recovery easy run. But even on an easy run, even at that slower pace where I'm trying to just recover, I was capable of more, and I knew it. So I picked up my legs a little bit. I opened up that stride a little bit, kept it easy. I was never straining. And you can see it, the pace for those last 4 miles of this 7-miler came down. And I didn't strain myself. I didn't kill any extra energy. I guess the lesson here, folks, is that you're capable of more than you give yourself credit for, whether it's because of age or whatever you think your limiting factors are. Hey everyone, it is Sunday, October 2nd, 2022. I just finished my 20-mile long run. It is late in the day. It's 1:45 in the afternoon. I didn't even get started till late morning. But the good news is we got cloud cover as the storms related to Hurricane Ian continue to move out. So dry run the entire way, glad to say, but nice cloud cover, nice light breezes the entire time, and right there in the mid 60s temperature wise, so perfectly comfortable, happy to say. I am really pleased with this run, because I went out with the plan of giving myself sort of 5 4-mile chunks, and I want to give the first half of that first 4-mile chunk, hopefully I'm not losing you with all this, but just to let myself run at whatever pace felt good, just to warm up. And then the back two of that first chunk, I wanted to settle in to 8-minute mile for the 3rd mile, and then a 7:45 for the 4th mile, so that then I could commit to these 4-mile chunks, where first I want to run miles 5 through 8 at 7:30, then miles 9 through 12 at 7:20, and then miles 13 through 16 at 7:10, and then just play the final 4 miles by ear. You know, if I was just dead, I would, you know, just slack off and sort of warm down. Or, you know, if I could keep going, I'd keep going. Good news is I keep going. And I kept it at 7:30 miles or lower for that last 4. And sort of what I'm seeing is a really positive bonus. There is a leak in my hydration bladder. I discovered it when I was about 2 or 3 miles in, because it's not hot out, and so not sweating profusely, and yet the back of my singlet here is soaking wet and dripping. So I knew I had a serious issue on my hands, and I didn't know how long my hydration would last. So I didn't know if I'd have to return home to mix up some quick drinks just to see me through the back half of the run, or what the case may be. At any rate, folks, I was completely out of something to drink by mile 15 and a half. So I had to run without any fuel, any hydration. I only took 1 gel at mile 10. That's all I brought with me. So, you know, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, here is a challenge. Here is adversity that I did not expect. How can I react to it? Do I let it take over my mind? Do I let it sit at the forefront of my concern and lose my focus and suddenly catastrophize the entire run? Or do I see this as an opportunity to learn how to stay committed and not let it affect the way I'm going to run? Because those are the kind of things that are perfect practice before you go into a half marathon or a marathon. Things are going to go wrong, and that, you know, I don't want to go off on an endless tangent here, but there's a lot of gold here. When you learn to visualize before a race, you also have to go into the whole visualization, picturing yourself in a situation that is not ideal. What happens if something starts to hurt in your foot? What happens if, you know, you name the contingency that you're going to have to face up against, and how you're going to let it affect you? And I was happy to say that I kind of clued into that mindset as soon as I realized I was out of something to drink. I thought to myself, okay, do I turn this into something that's going to give me an excuse to stop pushing hard? Or do I just say to myself, well, this is the situation. Get on with the task at hand. Don't think about it anymore. This is the situation you're in. You don't have fuel. That's just the way you're going to run the next 4.5 miles. And that's exactly where I stayed, and I stayed positive. And as a result, this was a really positive run, a great training run. I'm really proud of it. It took me 2 hours and 29 minutes and change to get it done. I averaged 7 minutes and 27 seconds per mile, which, you know, it's not incredible for, you know, when I judge against my past performances, past training cycles, but it's a major step up for this training cycle. After all the heat throughout the summer and stuff, where it's like, you know, 8:30 miles, 9-minute miles on average over these long runs, this is a step in the right direction, and it gives me huge confidence. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's son. I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. Well, folks, as you can see by the week in review right there beside me, it was a 70-mile week. And it was a very promising week because my track performances on my intervals picked up as I went on. And while the times posted are not the best I've ever done at the track, it certainly shows progress. And I'm not going to complain about progress. I followed that up on Friday with a 12-mile progression middle long run on the treadmill. So happy there. And then a mere 48 hours later, I did my 20-mile long run outdoors, ran that as a progression run, and averaged 7:27 per mile, I believe. So a very promising week. Still plenty warm in North Carolina, but I'm starting to feel better, starting to feel stronger. So once the temperatures really start to plummet in the next few weeks, I'm really hoping to see some incredible performance gains. Now, as far as my weight training went, I did get in 2 free weight workouts this week. Very happy to report that. I got all 7 of my core routines in every morning as I rolled out of bed. And to finish off this portion of the talk, I did not lose any weight this week. I'm holding steady at 142. Just having a little difficulty trying to figure out how I can fuel my body well enough to get better performances and still lose weight. Obviously, very close to that now, but not quite nailing it down. Now, if you're looking for a free weight workout for runners, a core routine for runners, or some tips about proper running form to lessen your chance of injury and make yourself faster with less effort, I'd like to direct you to the videos that I have linked below in the show notes. And of course, I'm still available as a running coach if you're looking for any help with your running. Just contact me at thedevrunner@gmail.com. Now, with all that said, folks, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this content, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Oh, come on. Cut a guy some slack. I'm trying for you here. I'd love to have you aboard in all seriousness. It just keeps me motivated and inspired to keep on putting out content. So I appreciate it. Now, with that said, folks, please get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing. Peace out. Catch you in the next one.